All right, so here's my build and what it's going to look like once you hit level 200. So I'm level 173. I haven't hit level 200 yet, but that's basically why I use this website. So my build is mainly it's going to be a sword and rifle build. So I went for range damage and blade damage. That's basically what I'm going for. So let's get into some of the abilities. The first and foremost is going to be the Shiga Claw. I would get this immediately. The second you can afford it, like if you're starting out, this thing is it's the best. You can use it for offense, you can use it for defense, and you can use it for travel. So I mean, all of those things is super versatile ability, and that's why I use it. The next ability that I use is the Wording Step, or Weirding. I'm not sure if it's Weirding or I think it's Wording step, but basically what it allows you to do is teleport behind the enemy, and essentially put them in a state of I believe it's called poise in this game, but it's basically just a stun. It stuns the enemy and then allows you to charge a heavy attack. Now, if you, this is only going to apply for PvE. For PvP, if you do this to someone and they have stamina left over, they can get out of it. So that's one of those things where they can dash out of the stunned state if you're using PvP. So this won't work as well, but there are ways, for example, with parries, getting them to dash more than they need to will also take their stamina away. And if you can do that and save the wording step for when they run out of stamina, then they can't get out of that stunned state, and more than likely you'll be able to kill them. So that's wording step. The next is litany against fear. This is like not really the ultimate ability, but it kind of doubles as a lesser ultimate ability. And basically what it does is it almost makes you invincible, not really. But if you look down here where it says right here, yeah, level 3. So the cooldown is 30 seconds, the stamina cost is 45, the duration is 16, but the armor multiplier is 3. So it multiplies your armor by 3 and also reduces poise damage by 25. So poise damage is when you're stunned. So like, let's say a really good time to use this, say you're going up against the juggernauts with the flamethrower or with something, and you run out of stamina, you run out of power, your shield's broken, you pop this thing, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to survive enough for your stamina to come back up and for you to get out. So that's why I run this thing. And also it kind of makes you invincible, so you can use it to engage as well. So if you pop this thing and then engage immediately after, you're basically going to be invincible. Like they can't really stop you, other than for example, if they have like a sword, or if they have one of those drill shots and it breaks your shield. That's really one of the only ways. So the techniques here are going to vary based on your playstyle, because you only get 3 of them. And I basically set all of mine for trauma recovery, because as the sword play main, you're gonna have your shield, so you don't really need that much armor. What you're gonna need is health and health recovery. But first, let's start off with the trauma recovery. So as you can see here, its healing regen limit is 130%, meaning that anytime that you heal, there's a maximum. So it gives you an immediate heal, right? That it'll give you that little bar, and then the second bar you actually have, it's healing over time. So the healing over time part is the regen limit, and then also the regen rate, so how quick the heal pack heals you, all of that as well. It's increased by 20% if you have this trauma recovery. And then also another one that helps with health obviously is going to be your stamina, because stamina is how you get out of the fight. If you run out of stamina, you're basically cooked. Especially as a sword master is critical. You pretty much have to have a high stamina and a high stamina recovery rate. So that's why this disciplined breathing is so important. But yeah, it increases your stamina heal recovery by 20%, which is pretty huge. And then also another one, Battle Hardened. Now this is a trooper ability, right? It it basically reduces your ability cooldowns by 30%, which is also huge. That's a huge thing. So that's why battle hardened is so crucial, because Shiga wire is your get in and get out tool. Wording step is can also be used to get in and get out, depending on if there's someone far away from you, away from the main fight. You can use it to teleport to them. And then also the passives are going to be super, super, super important, because this is where all your bonus damage is going to come from, or any bonus armor, bonus healing, any of that stuff. So here, obviously, in the trooper, and by the way, pretty much every subclass is going to have some kind of damage output passive, except for the planetologist. At least that's what I've come across. All right, so let's go down here to take a look at our passive bonuses here. So here we got the headshot damage was 15%, the blade damage 33, pistol 5, ranged 18, rifle 15, blade is 18, ranged is 10. So all of these stack. And then here we got bleed tolerance, which is 15, and then reduced poise damage. And then here we got the healing. Healing regen limit is 156%. Let's see, healing regen rate is 45%, healing effectiveness is 30%, heal kit instant restoration bonus 20%, max health is plus 55. So then we go here to ability cooldowns, which is the 30% that I was talking about for that technique. This cutter ray yield is just like basically a throwaway, but it can be useful. Stamina recovery rate 20%, max stamina 25%, hydration stamina bonus plus 25%, maximum power is 40, power regeneration 10%, suspensory power drain is minus 20. So this is basically going to be why this build is so powerful. Very high damage, very high healing, and if you're using mostly the shield, you don't have to worry about defense too much.